Hello friends, myself Mr. Narendra Jangle from Gokhale Education Societies RM Bhatt High School Parel. Welcome students. Today we are going to study Geometry's third chapter, Circle. From this third chapter, Circle, we are going to study this practice set 3.4. Now, this practice set 3.4 is based on the basics that we studied in the previous video. The basics of practice set 3.4 we studied in the previous video, so it is based on that basics. So let us see the first example from this practice set 3.4. Here what is given in this figure? O is the center of the circle. Here chord AB is equal to the radius. That means OA and OB are the radii of the circle, and AB is equal to radius. That means OA equals OB equals AB. That is given. Then we have to find first measure angle AOB. Then second one measure angle ACB. Then measure arc AB and measure arc ACB. That four things we have to find here. So let us see one by one. So first one, find measure angle AOB equal to dash. So what is the measure of angle AOB? Here in triangle AOB, this OA equals OB equals AB. That is given. OA, OB, these are radii, and AB, chord AB is equal to the radius, and therefore triangle AOB is which type of triangle? It is equilateral triangle. It is equilateral triangle. Now in equilateral triangle, you know all three sides are congruent as well as each angle is of 60 degree. That's why this AOB is of 60 degree, and therefore angle AOB is equal to 60 degree. Each angle of equilateral triangle is of 60 degree because all three angles are congruent. So we get the first answer. This AOB is equal to 60 degree. That is the first thing. Now second one, what we have to find? The second thing we have to find angle ACB. Angle ACB that we have to find, then measure arc AB. So here this first find measure arc AB. So if we observe this arc AB, then this angle AOB is the central angle for arc AB. Therefore we can write measure arc AB is equal to measure angle AOB. Here we can write the reason, definition of measure of minor arc. Here it is the reason, and therefore this measure arc AB is 60 degree. Now third point, measure angle ACB intercept which arc? Arc AB. Angle ACB, which one? This one. Angle ACB intercept this arc AB. So by inscribed angle theorem, what we can write? Therefore, angle ACB equals half major arc AB. Here reason inscribed angle theorem. Here it is inscribed angle theorem. Now substitute the value half multiplied by AB is 60, therefore it is 30 degree. So major angle ACB equals 30 degree. This is the third answer. Here it is the second one. Now fourth one is, what we have to find fourth one? Major arc ACB, that we have to find. So fourth, major arc ACB equals. So here major arc ACB plus AB. AB is the minor arc and ACB is the major arc. And you know the measure of major arc means measure of arc ACB is equal to 360 minus measure arc AB. Measure of the corresponding minor arc. So we get 360 minus this 60, 300 degree. This 60 get subtracted. So we get major arc ACB equals 300 degree. So in this way, in this first sum, we can find the four things. First one, angle AOB, because triangle AOB is equilateral triangle, therefore angle AOB is 60 degree. Then second one, we have to find major angle ACB. For that, find this AB first. So major arc AB is equal to measure of its central angle, yani angle AOB. So we get angle AOB 60 degree. That's why major arc AB is 60 degree. So ACB intercept which arc? AB. Therefore ACB is half AB. We get 30. And this ACB is the major arc. Therefore major arc is equal to 360 minus the measure of the corresponding minor arc. Yani 360 minus 60, we get 300. So in this way we can complete that first sum. Here it is the third sum from practice set 3.4. So how to solve? Using the concept of cyclic quadrilateral. Here what is given? Quadrilateral MRPN is cyclic. Then angle R is 5x plus 5x minus 13 degree. And second, that angle N is 4x plus 4 degree. Then find the measures of angle R and N. Here if we observe that MRPN, then R and N, these are vertically opposite angles. Sorry, not a vertically opposite. These are opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. Now, how to write the answer? Quadrilateral MRPN is cyclic, and therefore angle R plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. Reason, opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. You know that theorem, or we can write the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral or cyclic quadrilateral theorem. So angle R is given 5x minus 13 and plus angle N is given 4x plus 4 degree, means 4x plus 4 is equal to 180 degree. Now 5x plus 4x, it is 9x, and minus 13 minus 4 is 9. D is equal to 180, and therefore this 9x is equal to this 180 plus this 9. So we get x is equal to 189 divided by this 9. So we get x is equal to 9 2s are 18 and 9 1s are. So we get the value of x is equal to 21 degree. It is the value of x. Now we have to find this angle R, and therefore angle R is equal to 5x minus 13 degree. So we get 5 into 5x means 5 into 21 minus 13. So we get 21 5s are 105 minus this 13. So 105 minus this 13, we get 5 minus 3, 2, then it is 9 and here 0. So it is 92 degree. So angle R is equal to 92 degree, and angle N, next one, is equal to, angle N is given 4x plus 4 degree. So here 4x plus 4 is equal to 4 into 21 plus 4. So we get 21 4s are 84 plus this 4, we get 88 degree. Angle N is 88 degrees. So using the concept of that cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles of cyclic quadrilaterals are supplementary. We fifth sum from practice set 3.4. Now let us see what is that sum. It is the fifth sum from practice set 3.4. Let us see what is that sum. Prove that. What we have to prove? Any rectangle is a cyclic quadrilateral. Prove that any rectangle is a cyclic quadrilateral. Similarly, we can prove any square is a cyclic quadrilateral. You know the properties of rectangle. Rectangle means if each angle of a quadrilateral is right angle, then it is called rectangle. So here quadrilateral ABCD is drawn, means it is a rectangle ABCD in which ABCD all are 90 degree. Then what we have to prove? Quadrilateral ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So what is given here? This quadrilateral ABCD is rectangle. That is given. Then what we have to prove? Quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. So this is a given and prove to prove. So here given is it is rectangle, then prove that it is cyclic quadrilateral. Now let us see the proof. Here first point, the given quadrilateral means quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Is a rectangle, and therefore what we can write? Angle A equals measure angle B equals angle C equals angle D is equal to 90 degree. So here we can write the reason. Angles of rectangle. If you write the reason, it is better. So A, B, C, D all are rectangle. Now you know, whenever we have to prove the quadrilateral is cyclic, then we have to use the converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. What is that converse? If one pair of opposite angles is supplementary, means their sum is 180, then the quadrilateral becomes cyclic. So here, if we consider A and C, so angle A plus angle C is equal to, angle A is 90 degree, BC is 90 degree, is equal to 180 degree. So we get angle A plus angle C is 180 degree. That means what we can write? Angle A and angle C are supplementary. Angle A and C, this one pair is supplementary, and therefore this quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. That means one pair of opposite angles is supplementary. Then by converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem, we can prove that rectangle ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So this is the fifth sum. This is the sixth sum from practice set 3.4. In this sum, what is given? If we observe that figure, in triangle WXY, this is the triangle, altitude YZ and altitude XT. Altitude means the perpendicular drawn from vertex of triangle to its opposite side, that is called altitude. So both this altitude YZ and XT are intersect at P. Here it is the point P. So what we have to prove? First one, quadrilateral WZPT, this one, WZPT, this one. This quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. That is first step. Second, these points X, Z, T, Y, these 4 points are concyclic. That we have to prove. So let us say one by one. So first one, in quadrilateral WZPT, if you observe this quadrilateral WZPT, one pair of opposite angle W and P, second pair of opposite angle Z and T. Here Z is 90 degree, T is 90 degree. That is given. Therefore, what we can write? Their sum is 180, means if one pair of opposite angle is supplementary, then we can easily prove this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Here, measure angle WZP plus measure angle WTP is equal to 90 degree plus 90 degree. What is the reason? Given, because altitudes are there, is equal to 180 degree. Means what we can write? This angle WZP and angle WTP are supplementary. This one pair of opposite angle is supplementary, then by converse of this cyclic quadrilateral, this quadrilateral WZPT is cyclic. Reason, converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. So by converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem, we can prove one pair of opposite angles Z and T is supplementary, and therefore it is cyclic. Now let us see that second point. How can we prove these points are concyclic? So here, what is the second point? we have to prove this x, z, t, y are concyclic. If we observe this x and y, suppose xy is one of the line and 2 points are there, x and y on the line. Now these 2 points on the line, 2 distinct points on the line subtends or makes congruent angles at 2 other points, this z and t. Then these are called concyclic. Last concept. So here points x and y subtends congruent angles at z and t, and therefore points x, z, t, y are concyclic. You know that last concept, if 2 points on the line are given x and y, and that 2 points on the line subtends congruent angles at any 2 points on which is not on the line, then these 4 points are concyclic. So here x, z, y 90 degree, x, t, y 90 degree, and that's why these points are concyclic points. So in this way we can solve the 6th sum using the converse of cyclic quadrilateral. It is the 7th sum from practice set 3.4. Now one circle is given, and in that circle one angle is given. That angle intercept, because the vertex is outside the circle, vertex is M. M is the vertex. Intercept 2 arcs NS, EF. Then you know the relation between the angle and the arc intercepted by that angle. So here, if the vertex is in the exterior, then that measure of that angle is equal to half into bracket difference between the arcs intercepted by it. So which arcs are intercepted? NS and EF. So difference means larger arc minus smaller arc. So in this way we get the difference between these 2 arcs. Now let us see. Here NS is 125 and EF is given. So measure angle NMS, means this one, is equal to half into bracket major arc NS, that is larger arc, minus major arc EF, which is smaller arc. Now substitute the values. So we get half into bracket, this NS is 125 minus this 37 degree. So we get half into this difference is 88 degree. So divided by 2 we get 44 degree. So in this way measure angle NMS is equal to 44 degree. We get our answer. So this is the use of that relations that we written in that previous video. This is the last sum from this practice set 3.4. So let us see that sum. Here what is given? Chord AC of a circle and chord DE of a circle intersect each other at point B. Here this is the B, not a center. Huh? This point of intersection of these 2 chords, it is a B. Then measure angle ABE is 108 degree, measure arc AE is 95, then find DC. So here the vertex is in the interior of circle, that third point. If the vertex of angle ABE is in the interior of circle, then what is the relation? We can write this measure of angle ABE is equal to half into bracket sum of the arcs which intercepted by angle ABE, that means AE, and by its vertically opposite angle, yani DBC. So arc DC. So here, how can we write the relation? Major angle ABE equals half into bracket major arc AE, that means arc intercepted by angle ABE, plus major arc DC, the arc intercepted by its vertically opposite angle. Now substitute the value. ABE is equal to 108 degree is equal to half into bracket, this AE is given 95 degree plus major arc DC. Now multiplied by 2, so this 108 multiplied by 2, we get 216 degree is equal to this 95 degree plus major arc DC. So we get major arc DC equals this 216 minus this 95. So we get 6 minus 5 is 1. Here 11 minus 9 is 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So 121 degree. So we get our answer, major arc DC is equal to 121 degree. This major arc DC is 121 degree. So in this way we can find the measure of the arcs using that three relations. So dear students, here this practice set 3.4 is completed. That means that circle chapter, third chapter is completed. In third chapter, I made 5 videos. First one 3.1, second one practice set 3.2, third one practice set 3.3, and in practice set 3.4, 2 videos are there. First one is the basics of that practice set 3.4 and then practice set 3.4. So 5 videos are there of that circle. So see that videos, study that videos, and if you have any doubt, then write in a comment box. Dear friends, if you like my videos, then please press the like button and subscribe my channel and share these videos to your friends and other colleagues.